Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that. Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
See, when you're in top shape, you can give a straight 400, 500 straight punches. You don't even got a trip.
I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. You're not in the position that I'm in to even be on the same level of me.
To pick utterly hypothetical fights that are never going to take place except somewhere in your mind.
Of the money issue, that was their cash cow, and
Hey, but hell, you could have been their cash cow.
Listen, they don't think like that.
Floyd Mayweather's an all-time great. Terence Crawford, I think, will turn out to be an all-time great.
To pass the torch. Nobody passed the torch to Terence Crawford.
You took it.
Right.
Terence Crawford.
How do you beat Floyd though? Like, who's beating me?
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. I'm not worried about all that, my man. Floyd is undefeated. Nobody can beat me. You already know that, man.
Is Floyd better than you? You were there talking to. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Gervonta Davis.
You knew I was gonna pull up.
Okay, that's a no. That's a no. Floyd's not better than you.
Terence Crawford was not simply showing confidence. His comments sounded like a clear message to anyone standing in his way. After beating several top-level champions, he stated that he is fully ready for a major fight that could define his legacy, and believes he has already answered every important question about his abilities. Crawford also suggested that comparisons involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and other well-known exhibition fighters are no longer very relevant, as he feels his success against elite opponents has already proven where he stands in the sport.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? That's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah. They pay you a lot of money probably for taking the risk. And some older fighters want to test themselves and see if they still got it. And it's a business. Everybody know what we doing it for. Right. We like pit bulls. You see a pit bull. They got their ring, they got their judge, and they got the crowd around them. They send them out there to kill each other. That's the same way with us.
Terence Crawford has gained tremendous respect throughout boxing and appears fully confident as he continues his pursuit of the sport's highest achievements. He has remained undefeated while capturing world titles across several weight divisions, beginning at lightweight and moving up through multiple classes. Crawford also made history by becoming the first male boxer to secure undisputed championship status in 3 separate divisions. Adding to his remarkable record, he became the first fighter in the 4-belt era to hold undisputed titles in both 2 and 3 weight classes, further cementing his place among the most accomplished boxers of his generation.
When you look at my career, I paved my own way. I didn't piggyback off of any fighter. I fought my way up to the top. When you look at, any fighter, from Floyd Mayweather to any of them, when Floyd fought De La Hoya, that was a whole big thing. Floyd was the B-side, and he beat De La Hoya, and then he started rising to the top.
Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez was more than just another addition to his record. He stepped into the fight as the challenger and walked away proving himself at the highest level in yet another weight class. From the first round to the last, Crawford showcased outstanding boxing ability, using sharp technique, intelligent strategy, and consistent pressure throughout the contest. His performance impressed fans everywhere and surprised many boxing experts who watched the fight unfold.
Yeah, we're working. We're working. On a holiday where I blow a lot, getting in. Let's get it. Honor the greats, do what we gotta do.
Did you watch the Terence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, talk about slick. Oh my goodness. Who's ever done that? Who's ever jumped up 2 weight classes like that? It's crazy.
Scary.
He's so clever, and it got to the point where he got so comfortable, he's like pit-patting him, and then like, what? And you're watching, like, this is amazing.
Like, that's history, obviously. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to fight at that weight for the first time ever.
Against one of the greatest
undisputed greatest of all time, and do what you did. You're beyond an outlier. You're an anomaly.
The discussion started as soon as the fight was over, with fans, analysts, and fellow fighters quickly sharing their views while social media filled with constant reactions and debates. Many began questioning whether Terence Crawford's versatile switch-hitting ability and well-rounded attacking style could rank above the exceptional defensive skills that helped Floyd Mayweather Jr. build his legendary reputation and become one of the most respected boxers in the sport's history.
Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
At one particular time, I did talk about, I did say Terence Crawford.
Okay.
Now, but what are we rating these fighters on? What are we rating these fighters on?
Floyd Mayweather's eyeball test.
That works.
You're eyeballing these guys. You watch Terence Crawford. You know why he has his problem getting the other welterweights in the ring with him.
The statement quickly caught the attention of Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is widely regarded by many fans as one of the greatest fighters to ever step into the ring. Despite the increasing discussion and public interest surrounding the comments, his initial response appeared measured, relaxed, and under control.
Floyd Mayweather never disabused himself of the understanding that he was a more of a backup counterpuncher than a go-forward counterpuncher, regardless of what he did to Diego Corrales. And that's a different kind of approach and effect than what Crawford achieved the other night.
When asked about the Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. gave a calm and measured response. He said the fight was good for boxing, entertaining for the fans, and that the better man won on the night. Mayweather also chose not to directly address whether Canelo was past his best, only noting that the sport places a heavy physical burden on fighters over time. It was a typical Floyd response, controlled, relaxed, and without much interest in the growing comparisons. Meanwhile, many fans agreed that Crawford is a special talent, although some still view Mayweather as the most complete boxer they have ever seen. Supporters pointed to Floyd's ability to break down elite opponents, including his memorable victory over Shane Mosley after overcoming difficult moments early in the fight. Others, however, felt Crawford's performance against Canelo stood out because of the pressure, command, and intensity he maintained from start to finish, making it a performance that many boxing fans are unlikely to forget.
On the show, one thing about me, I've heard it all. When I say heard it all, I mean been around the world, competed against the best. When you talk about the Olympics, I competed against the best. Whether it was the world champion in the Olympics, whether it was the Cubans, I competed against the best. No matter Mexico, the pedigree of the Mexico boxing is truly unbelievable, but I competed against the best. My Uncle Roger Mayweather, you talk about Julio Cesar Chavez, he's an unbelievable fighter. My Uncle Roger fought him twice. He came up short, but he fought him twice. And it's always about competing and going up against the best. So Saturday, it is what it is. I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. retired from professional boxing in 2017, he continues to be one of the sport's most recognized and influential personalities. His achievements, reputation, and lasting impact still make him a central figure in boxing conversations, with fans and experts regularly discussing his place among the all-time greats.
Bud is extremely skilled, right? Yet not as skilled as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather made people look foolish, right? And so if I had to say who's the greatest I've seen, and Bud said it right, the best of an era and the best of an era, it's Floyd. But when I watched Bud against Canelo, there was this extreme skill on display, and there was a level of crazy that's different. There was a level of, and Floyd's extremely tough. Go back to Shane Mosley and the 2 punches he landed early in the fight and the way that he embarrassed him. I'm not saying that Floyd's not tough, Floyd's not a bad man, but there was domination inside that ring we saw this weekend.
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to attract attention wherever he goes, whether he is involved in a high-profile exhibition event, dealing with major legal matters, or making public appearances that spark widespread discussion. Despite being retired, he remains one of the most recognizable figures in boxing and continues to play a significant role in the sport, with his influence and presence still felt throughout the boxing
Here in him, in the way that he's attacked, gaining notoriety. Bud's been the baddest man for 12 years, but no one gave him credit because he didn't go tell you he was the baddest man. He didn't market that. He just went out and fought and beat people and knocked people out. So he had to move up and take the bigger fights and the better fights. And he was Errol Spence. We realized just how great he was. Canelo cemented him on what is the two-headed monster that marks the greatest of the 2000s. Floyd Mayweather is on that, and Bud Crawford is right next to him. I don't think we have to pick on who's better. I think they both dominated their era.
Even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. kept a calm and controlled image in public, the ongoing comparisons with Terence Crawford appeared to affect him more than he showed, and it seemed like a more serious and emotional situation was building behind the scenes, away from the media attention.
Who do you think are the top 5 boxers?
Of all time, there's no disrespect to Floyd. I love Floyd.
No, I feel like...
But how am I gonna put down a person as the greatest person in the world that I competed against and felt that the world felt that if anything, it could have been a loss. I mean, he knew going toe to toe with me early was career suicide. He like, I'm not going toe to toe with this. Floyd's not on my list.
Okay, so had you not fought Floyd,
I'm pretty sure I'm not on his list either. I'm pretty sure, right? But I'm just saying, like, as I'm a kid from boxing, I came in the same era with Floyd, so he wouldn't be my idol. The people that I name are legends. These are people that I idolize, that paved the way for myself. Mike Tyson's career was phenomenal. Pernell Whitaker's career was phenomenal. Marvin Hagler's career was phenomenal. Sugar Ray Robinson's career is, come on, man. Like, yeah, Floyd is great. He's just not one of my top 5 favorites.
The situation changed quickly when online rumors about leaked sparring footage involving Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. began circulating on the internet. Although nothing was officially confirmed, the reports led many fans to believe that the two may have already shared intense private sparring sessions away from cameras and public view, adding even more fuel to the ongoing discussion around them.
Developing. The former #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Floyd Mayweather.
I'm not no former #1 pound-for-pound fighter. I'm the best fighter in the sport of boxing. How am I not pound-for-pound the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you're retired?
But have I ever been beat? I already forgot who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Brian Kenny, a guy who's never laced up gloves a day in his life. We already know what I can generate, and we already know who's the...
Terence Crawford, who is known for keeping his training and preparation out of the public eye, was said to be very frustrated after rumors and alleged leaks spread online, turning what was supposed to remain a private training session into a widely discussed topic across the boxing world.
A Floyd Mayweather beatdown or one-sided win was much more of a paint job than what Crawford put together. Terence knows the language of the street as well as any other fighter. It's a very hard fight to pick, and I think it would depend on at what moment in Mayweather's career and at what moment in Crawford's career are we talking about that taking place. Obviously, we just saw what would appear to be the showcase Terence Crawford performance. Would you call Corrales the showcase Floyd Mayweather performance? Would you call Pacquiao the showcase Floyd Mayweather performance? I mean, where would you place that marker? Because I believe Floyd became a little bit more of a banker and was a little bit more conservative as he went along.
The situation became more serious after reports suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr., feeling increased pressure from ongoing comparisons and public discussions, sent a strong private message that later came out in public. From that moment, the matter no longer looked like a simple debate among fans and analysts, and instead started to feel more personal between two major names in boxing, including Terence Crawford.
When you lose, the promoters don't want nothing to deal with you no more. It's all about money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you look at the politics, they all say, oh, well, this promoter got these fighters, this promoter got these fighters. I don't want to share it with you. You don't want to share it with me. So I'm going to in-house all these fighters unless some drastic amount of money can come and then we can both be successful on this fight.
Right.
But I don't want to give you leverage and your fighter taking my fighter's title. Now I don't have no title.
I don't have no leverage now. I don't have nothing.
So if I have 6 welterweight contenders like PBC had, and you got 2, well, yeah, 2, because Manny Pacquiao left Top Rank and went to PBC. You got 2, Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford. I fight Jeff Horn, they freeze me out.
What makes this situation even more interesting is the mix of tension and respect between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Despite all the comparisons and debates between them, Crawford has often spoken highly of Mayweather in interviews over the years. He has called Floyd the greatest of all time and acknowledged how he changed the business side of boxing, creating better opportunities for future fighters. Crawford, who has remained undefeated while winning major world titles across multiple weight classes and becoming the first male boxer to become undisputed champion in 3 divisions, has never ignored Mayweather's influence. Even with his own success at the highest level, he continues to credit Floyd for helping open doors that allowed fighters like him to gain bigger platforms, more respect, and greater control over their careers.
I feel like we done seen Crawford on his, have his best performance that he has ever had, versus Canelo. So it's like, whenever you try to compare Floyd's performance versus Crawford's performance, me personally, I believe that Crawford did a lot more. But if they both were to fight each other, if you would have put Floyd in his prime versus Crawford in his prime, who would y'all pick? For me personally, it would be so hard because I feel like they fight very similar but very different.
It was outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
I already knew it was going to happen. But I thought he was going to stop him in the 8th or 10th round. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Once again, man, what is it about the guy? What is it about Terence? Every time somebody thinks that he's reached a plateau, he steps it up higher. As soon as the ante goes up, as soon as the challenge goes up, he goes up.
That training.
However, Terence Crawford has also said that he is often frustrated by media and fans who try to push him into criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr. in order to strengthen his own legacy. He has made it clear many times that he does not need to put down Mayweather's achievements to prove his own greatness, even with all the ongoing comparisons between them. Crawford continues to respect Floyd's undefeated record, his world titles across multiple weight divisions, and his major impact on boxing and its business side. At the same time, he stays focused on his own career and continues building his place as one of the top fighters of his era.
Ali lost. Sugar Ray lost. Hagler lost. Hearns lost. These guys lost. When did the O become the end-all, be-all?
I think Mayweather, and how he made it big to the public. Like, 47 and tried, 47 have failed, and then it got all the way to 50, and it's like,
break Marciano's record.
Now retired, unblemished. Andre Ward, unblemished. Joe
Calzaghe,
unblemished. And it's like, when people look at him, they be like, man, that dude never lost before. You know, people can't say that.
However, this moment felt like more than just a warning. It came across as a breaking point for Terence Crawford, who seemed openly frustrated with the constant comparisons and pressure around his name. After staying silent for a long time, he finally addressed the situation directly during a live appearance, and many people felt that this was the moment when the tension between both sides escalated to a completely new level.
When you look at it like Ali, Roy Jones Jr., you know, all the greats back in the day, they lost.
Yes.
But that's something that Joe Calzaghe, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, they can say, I never lost.
Right.
So now when the kids looking up to them, they say, man, I want to be like, damn, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, because now society has shaped things to where if a fighter lose, they talk so bad about, oh, he's a bum. I knew he was overrated. Oh, y'all hyped him up, and now they got to hear it. But back in the day, they didn't have social media. You know what I mean? So all that wasn't in their face, but now it's in their face. They see it, they hear it, and it's like, you know, who want to go through that? Right. So fighters are like, man, they picking and choosing. And I don't want to fight him because, you know,
there's a chance.
Unless
the money's sold.
Right. You know, so.
This warning was... By the end of it all, Terence Crawford didn't brush off the rumors or stay quiet about the rising tension. He spoke with calm confidence but strong energy, making his position very clear. What started as regular boxing discussion had now turned into a serious statement from a fighter who fully believes he belongs at the very top of the sport. Driven by self-belief, discipline, and a strong focus on building his own legacy, Crawford made it clear that he is no longer willing to stay silent while others try to define his place in boxing history.
You know, everybody want to see you lose because they want you to feel like you more human than them. They don't want you to be, you know, superior to other fighters, especially fighters that they like.
Right.
You know, so they just like, man, I don't like that guy.
Right.
I see so many people on social media say they don't like me.
What?
But don't have a reason.
Right.
You know, we criticize athletes,
but we can't do
for
it.
Stuff that we can't even do. You know, people don't understand the things that we do and the things that we take our body through to entertain y'all.
Right.
You know, but y'all disrespect us like we not human. So then when we lash out on one of y'all think, oh, everybody like, oh, you supposed to be professional, but we human at the end of the day.
Terence Crawford has never shown interest in living in another fighter's shadow or copying anyone else's path. He has always respected Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s success and influence, but at the same time he has been clear in his belief that Floyd is the greatest of his era, while he sees himself as the best of his own. For Crawford, these comparisons don't really matter because he views his career as something separate that he built on his own terms. He often comes across as a fighter who achieved everything through hard work, without shortcuts or special advantages. His rise was not handed to him, it came through discipline, strong determination, and constant drive. Crawford's journey reflects a mindset shaped by struggle and experience, especially the tough environment and lessons he faced growing up in Omaha.
Legacy. Mayweather never became undisputed. He's a 5-division champion, but never became undisputed. Never really followed that unification, stuff like that. So I think when it comes to accomplishments, I think he's already done more. In a fight, I probably still pick Mayweather. Both in the prime, I would probably pick Mayweather to win. Just like I would probably pick Pacquiao to win, both in the prime.
Ooh, to beat Crawford.
I think so.
Prime for prime? Nice.
Yeah. But is Crawford one of the greatest of all time? It's 100%. They're definitely.
Just hypothetically speaking, just looking at, you know, two fighters. You got Floyd and you got Crawford in their prime. Who you picking?
Can we all give an opinion on that?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah, I got an opinion on that too.
Coach, what you think?
I'm listening to you, Rep.
Floyd versus a prime Mayweather. We can go Pretty Boy. We can go Money May versus Terence Crawford in his prime. Who we got?
I think Money May would have shut Crawford down. He would have bored him to sleep like he do these fighters.
Yeah.
He would have jabbed him, hooked him, sticking in the body. You know what I'm saying? And then when the fighters swing back, Floyd nowhere to be found. So mentally, they're draining.
Yeah.
And about the 6th or 7th round, that's when he started picking up, putting the combination together.
Terence Crawford has openly said in interviews that he never considered himself the most naturally gifted boxer. He admitted that other athletes may have had better physical abilities, but he made a firm decision that no one would outwork him. This mindset, built on discipline, effort, and consistency, became the base of his success and helped him grow into one of the most respected champions of his era. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one.
What an incredible night of championship boxing! History has been made in this ring tonight.